the next level.
I swear, sometimes I think Sony's trolling us. Now let me be clear, these are first world problems, but I'm having them right now, so I'm not too happy. My DualSense, it's a PlayStation 5 controller. My DualSense is giving me issues. The L1 button is sticking. I've heard other people complain about the face button sticking, which I've chalked it up to being a rare occurrence. It's new hardware, early adopters. It's frustrating, but that's what you get when you're an early adopter. So I can remember getting my launch PS4 back in 2013, and I had issues, not early on, but eventually, where the analog sticks, they kept tearing, rubbing off. This was an issue that they fixed in later models, but those types of things can hiccups that come with the launch of new consoles. At some point in time, I'd like to delve into drift, which happens to nearly every console. It's a huge problem, but just not going to discuss that today. You would think the issue that I'd have is with the launch controller, the white one. Well, no, that's working just fine. The issue I'm having is with the Midnight Black controller, which I got back in June. Now I'm going to send this back to Sony. I'm going to have to package this up, send it via USPS, which should be lots of fun. Apparently, from everything I've read, you have to pay for shipping. They'll ship it back to you for free, but you have to pay for packaging, shipping. Sucks, especially if that's your only controller. Now, my Vita I've had no issues with. And I've had a Vita on and off since 2012. No issues with any of the sticks or the buttons or anything. Knock on wood. Here we have an actual photo of me packaging the DualSense, getting it ready for shipment. Now, I haven't contacted Sony yet. I'm going to wait. It's the weekend. I'm going to wait till Monday to do so. But I've heard some people say you can use compressed air and maybe open it up. I'm not opening it up. Too many little pieces in there. I've opened up NES controllers, Sega Genesis controllers, cleaned them out, fixed them when they had dirt and gunk. I like to think I take care of my controllers though. I'm an adult now. I wash my hands before every play. I'm not one of those people that's sitting there eating chicken or chewing down on Cheetos while I'm playing. No. I don't allow people that come over my house to do that. I'm very careful about who plays with certain controllers. I have my go-to controllers, and of course, if anybody comes over, I have certain controllers that I let them play with. So, why I'm having an issue with this DualSense is just, it baffles me. And these are not cheap controllers. Like, the controllers keep getting more and more expensive. $70 controllers, $75 for the Cosmic Red controller. I mean, that's nuts. I have to give the edge to Microsoft as far as controllers right now. The controllers on there just look better. There's more variations. No issues whatsoever, at least that I've heard of. Now, Nintendo, I'm coming for you, Nintendo. Besides the drift being a thing, which I've never experienced any on my Switch, thank God. Knock on wood there, too. I have to make a video just griping and complaining about the $50 expansion pass. It's just nuts. And the price of those classic controllers is crazy, too. But Microsoft right now, I prefer their console and I prefer their controllers, the variations, the designs, everything. I've had no issues with the Xbox controller. As soon as I do, I'll be the first to complain about it. Most people's criticism about Xbox controllers is buying batteries, but you can buy a rechargeable battery pack for cheap, and it'll go for about 40 hours. DualSense dies in about 10. I will say I'm not a fan of these, I think they're called Green Volt or Electric Volt controllers. Yeah, that design made me want to hurl. They can't all be winners, though. I prefer the Xbox controllers. There's more colors to choose from. You can even go through Xbox Design Labs, design your own. You can even etch in your name or your gamer tag or whatever a message for somebody. It's just way cooler, way more choices, a little bit cheaper. The controllers are cheaper. Not only the game's cheaper, most of the games. There are some that are on par with their $70 cousins on the PlayStation. But I digress. I will post an update video to let you know what's going on with Sony. I've heard that you gotta call them and you can't chat with them. I'm not looking forward to calling because I just know with the PS5 and everything else, just the scarcity of it, their phone lines are probably just swamped. If for nothing else, people are just asking, where can I get a PlayStation 5? I can't find a PlayStation 5. So I'm not looking forward to that. At least I don't have to box up my PS5 console. At least the console's working fine. Did have some issues, updated the firmware, and most of those issues seem to go away. I did have one time where it said that I unplugged it, and I never did, so it had to, rebuild the database, which I don't know, it's weird, but everything's working okay so far. So far so good. But again, that is a danger of buying a console early on. The early adopters have the biggest issues. Like when the Xbox 360 came out and it had the red ring of death, that thing was a huge issue, huge problem years ago. And if you were one of the first people to get an Xbox 360, you went through hell. And again, I reiterate, this PS5 controller well taken care of, owned for I think less than 4 months, since June, July, August, September. So for about 4.5 months. And not always played, because I did have a couple other controllers that I could play with. Nobody that I can recall touched it but me. And because I have other controllers as backups and other controllers to use. The launch controller is working just fine, no stickiness. Most people's complaints are about the sticky face buttons, like the triangle, X, circle. Luckily, I've had none of those issues with sticky face buttons or anything, at least not yet. Now, I'll update the video, or I'll make a new video as soon as I go through the process of contacting Sony this Monday and sending it out. I imagine I'm going to be paying about $10 for shipping. I don't know, I haven't shipped a controller in a long time. And oh joy, USPS just raised prices too. So, got that to look forward to. Now, I was going to do a GameFly video. GameFly in 2021, or GameFly, I'm probably going to do 2022 now, because it's almost the end of 2021. But USPS has slowed down shipping, so I don't know how that affects GameFly at this point in time. I haven't really needed to rent anything, because the few games that I've wanted, I've pretty much gone after, or waited for them to go on sale. And if I got really, really bored, or was really, really miserable with the game, I traded it away. I will state that the retailer that I purchased the Midnight Black controller that's faulty right now with the L1 button that is sticking, that was purchased through Amazon. It was purchased for $69.99 plus tax. The Cosmic Red controller is the only one that I spent a little bit more than $70 on. That was $74.99. So the Switch that I've had, no issues with any of the Joy-Con so far, or any of the buttons or anything like that. I have 4 Joy-Cons, the 2 that came with it and 2 that I bought separately. Now the Xbox, I've got several controllers for the Xbox Series and even a couple leftovers from Xbox One. No issues with any of those controllers whatsoever. No buttons sticking, no analog issues. Knock on wood, drift I think is an eventual thing that could happen to pretty much any and every console. But again, no issues with my Vita. I've had 2 different Vitas, because one got stolen a couple of years back, but I've had the Vita since launch, and then the more recent one I've had at least, I want to say 3 or 4 years. I can't remember when the other one got stolen. To summarize, I think that I shouldn't be having any issues with this controller, because it's less than 4 months old. The PlayStation 5 in general is gonna, approaching the 1-year anniversary. A lot of people are having issues, scarcity, they can't find one. I know that's still an issue, which is unfortunate, but for people that have one, we shouldn't be having any issues with hardware at this point in time. It's a $500 console, $70 controller, $75 in some cases. You expect durability, you expect quality for that price. And also, since I'm having an issue so early on, why do I have to flip? Why do I have to pay to ship it? Sony should be paying for that. Sony should cover that across the board, send you a box. I think Microsoft does that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. I don't want to say as a fact, but I'm pretty sure that Microsoft will replace the hardware and send you a box, prepaid postage. That should be a thing, period, for all the consoles. I know Nintendo will fix Joy-Cons for free as well. So, I mean, I guess it's better that they can fix it, and I'm just paying for the shipping costs rather than paying $70 for a brand new controller. I do have backups, but for multiplayer games, you're going to need at least 4 controllers, and I like the color black, so I'm going to get another Midnight Black controller, hopefully. I mean, if they better not send me back a different color, right? I don't think they would do something like that, but I'll update the video as soon as I do that. So again, these are first world problems. Again, a lot of people can't even find a PS5 at all. So, but if you're having an issue like that, if you have a controller out there, am I the only one with a stuck L1 button? Let me know in the comment section below. I know a lot of people have issues with the face buttons or maybe the analog sticks, but the L1 button is the issue for me, which is strange because it's not even a button that's used all that often. So why that button? I don't get it. I use it for skill checks in DBD, Dead by Daylight. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Mixer, Facebook, MySpace. No, I don't have Facebook. I'm joking about that. And also joking about Mixer because it doesn't exist anymore. Am I joking about MySpace? I don't know. You be the judge of that. Next Level Taken across the board. So if you're looking for me, you can add me on Steam, Next Level Taken, Xbox Live, Next Level Taken, and PlayStation, of course, Next Level Taken. Again, thanks for all the support. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe. It helps the channel. Subscribe. If you're subscribed already, thank you. Subscribe again. Go get another channel and subscribe again. I'm kidding. Or maybe I'm not. Thanks for watching. It's been Next Level Taken. And I will update this video again as soon as I get my replacement controller. But at least I have a backup, because some people don't, and that really sucks. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the gameplay. Until next time.
I'm no pushover, sweetie.
This'll hurt you more than it hurts me.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout! Round two. Ready, go! Knockout! Round three. Ready, go! PS5. Ready, go! Knockout!
I've got grace and power. You've got zip.